Video before this is the serious video, but say this. Ready for this? Ready? Are you ready? Here it is. Are you ready, big man? Big man, here it is. Which has been announced, and the tariffs have caused it to be the next N64 instead of the next Snes. No, right? $70, $80, even $90 games? That's ridiculous. But let's take into account this. PS5 typical game is $70, right? I think because of the disc-based format, they can keep most of all those games at 70. Two, it's not going to be fun because we'll have to get the Mario Kart World digitally first. We're opting for a physical card a little later on. I'm also going to have to pay more for each game on the game. Kind of like what you had to do on the N64. Keep in mind, the N64 did not sell nearly as well as the NES or SNES. Not the NES. Probably because even though it's cheap, games were ultra, compared to the other systems, the games were ultra expensive. This one was like a lot more expensive, 300, 200, between that price range. N64 was a lot cheaper, but then the games were like almost as much as the system itself. Granted, games on there were good, and I think if you had it at PS1 and you're willing to buy games that were that expensive, back then I would recommend N64 with the PS1. But important is that it's only becoming the N64 instead of the PS1. Probably is going to mean that this system's going to have a cult following, just like the N64. Won't sell as much as Switch 1, but it'll sell decently well. Because of one orange man. You ready for this? Trump. Here's the thing. I only let Elon buy AMC so that he can be thrown in prison. Going to happen. There are multiple sources doing things he's going to be thrown in prison. Either I or somebody more competent can take a hold of all his business assets, including AMC and GameStop and YouTube if he acquires those two as well, like I suggested. However, I don't approve of Elon Musk deciding. What's the word? Elon Musk says actions. I think he's rightfully going to be thrown in jail after AMC gets into his property. But are you ready for this? I am not happy. I am absolutely livid. The fact that I'm going to have to pay a lot more for the PS5 Pro come November. It might have to be November now. How expensive the Switch 2 is, and the accessories and stuff, and how I'm going to have to save up for that. Sure, I buy other things as well. Vote for other things. Granted, that's going to be hard, but manage. Then you have the Switch 2. I predict that if it weren't for the tariffs, these systems would have been an easy 400. The PS4 and PS4 Pro before it. And the Nintendo's PS4 would have been just like the SNES. However, because of that, this stupidity of what they did, here's what they ended up doing. Trump imposed a tariff. These systems are going to cost $50 more. You're going to have to pay, instead of $450 for the game bundle, you're going to have to pay $500, baby. I'm not looking forward to paying that, but I will. I'll review it come June. It will be amazing, but I'm going to have to find a way to get a cart somehow. In July, the review will come out. I'll get that Donkey Kong cartridge. I know what an actual cartridge looks like. I'll also get, on top of that, I'll get a Pro controller with the system and a screen protector slash case, and that's it. I'm not kidding. You've basically murdered. You not have imposed the tariffs on any industry on this industry. I don't know how bad it is for the RTX cards now. I'm gonna have to get a whole part purchase those. Like I'm gonna get a job and I'm gonna save up for 2 years to get my dream set up while doing school. I don't approve of this action either. Apparently, I did not. Apparently, before I said Elon Musk would have to give AMC and all his assets and GameStop and YouTube and Tesla and SpaceX next to me or somebody who's capable of doing it on those Arc Patrol memes. Maybe I'll let somebody else run it under the bigger alliance company, the tech division. Here's what we're gonna do. You ready? I did think, oh, Elon Musk is such a great idea. I was gonna let him do it, but then I found out his actions are like, I can't change that now, so fine. He gets that after he gets arrested, he'll give it to those assets to someone else, including AMC. Even me, which I might be me. In that case, I'll let somebody else run it who's capable. However, back in the topic, these tariffs are not going to be healthy for the nation. You know that, right? It should be China who's paying for these tariffs, not paying customer. I'm angry. Bye.